invitation to the prestigious Edinburgh Festival. Steve Kearney and Neil Gladwin, who appear together as Los Trios ringbarkers, will leave shortly for the festival and for a tour of Great Britain. Los Trios has just played 2 packed houses in Collingwood, and as Neil Kearney's By the Way segment found, it's a job trying to separate the on-stage performers from the men behind the comedy act.
Hurry up, we've got to go on soon. Look, it's late already.
This way. This way. Oh, right, this way.
A duo named Los Trios. If they weren't dragging the biggest audience The Last Laugh has had, you might call them a Los Cause.
We're Los Trios ringbarkers, and we knows that you love us as much as we love you here today, tomorrow. Hi, Mr. Jones. Hello, Mrs. Pearson. And hi to both of you out there watching. Mum.
In a few weeks, Steve Kearney and Neil Gladwin will take their squeeze box, imported for $80 from a junk shop in Brunswick Street, to head for the Edinburgh Festival, then on a tour of England. They go recommended by the likes of Barry Humphries, but one wonders if Britain will receive them with the same trepidation as when Gough sent Sir Les Patterson to spray his brand of culture across the front rows of the Albert Hall. Just extracting a serious answer from them is like trying to get a tip for Canterbury tomorrow from George Freeman.
How important is the trip overseas to you?
Well, I think it's really important because we wouldn't want to go under the sea. That would be quite disastrous, really, I think.
That's not fun.
It's developed now to the point where we'll try to get an audience on our side and then move them with that and with us into different areas of performance.
What areas do you want to move into, Steve?
Well, Stephen just said we'd really like to move into films and television, and especially television journalism.
Do you think you've got the attributes for television journalism?
Well, Stephen has. You're going to see that.
Stephen introduced himself to Neil at a party 3 years ago by breaking an egg over him. On the spot, they decided to make money out of it. Their humour, working on being appallingly bungling, is also appallingly dangerous.
Say Laguerre.
Laguerre.
Thanks.
It must really be a problem being appalling for a business.
Well, no, not really. I mean, a lot of Australians like being appalling, and that's why we're going to England. We think we'll be really successful in England because...
Hello to everyone on Christmas Island, from us all here at number 9. Well, we've just been entertained for the second time when we sat and viewed your tape. It arrived yesterday, which was the 23rd of August, and Ted, Bruce and I watched it last night and enjoyed it very much, and it was really a great thrill to see you all. And so Bill's with us tonight, and we've just watched it again. And well, I just didn't realise that it would be. I didn't realise that it'd be the cameraman's blinking at me. I just didn't realise how enjoyable it was to sort of sit back in the armchair and have Elizabeth saying, "Hello, Aunty Gwen," and thanks, Elizabeth, very much for coming onto our TV. That was a great thrill. And the boys had a message for us. We enjoyed seeing them and how they have all grown, which is good to see. Another thing I noticed about the tape was that Jan and Bob, you haven't aged at all. Not like you and I, have they, Bill?
I'm getting really old.
Yes, that's right. We just, a little explanation here. Bill and I haven't had any makeup on again. Ted has the extra light on here, so gracious me, the lines will be not lines but furrows in the face.
What's the camera, Bill? Let's watch the camera.
However, we've got just a little bit of tape left on this film, so we thought we'd say hello to you tonight. And so it's Wednesday the 24th of August. and thanks to Elvie and Charlie, we enjoyed their comments very much. It was very good, wasn't it?
I like Bruce, he's excellent.
And how well and fit they both looked. And the only thing that Bruce can say when he watches the tape, I can't wait till I get to Christmas Island. He'll say hello to you later on. That's right, I've mentioned the kiddies, yes. Bill, you have a little say now, and then I'll read my notes ago, no?
I'm afraid I've been blinded.
Keep it nice and you're
Just watch the
right.
camera, Bill, just watch the camera.
Watch
Is
the camera.
anybody out there?
Paper bag on your head, Bill.
I can't see anybody. No, what's that?
Carry on,
Well,
Bill.
you just
Carry on.
have a little talk about your trip, and don't just say you enjoyed it. We know you enjoyed
Well,
it.
I enjoyed it. Now, Ted and I did have a very good trip to... Where did we go?
Perth and Darwin.
We went across to Perth by train, and
Up the west coast.
we stayed in Perth for 5 days, and Perth is really a beautiful city, that's true, isn't it?
That's right, Bill.
And from Perth we travelled north towards Darwin, and we stayed overnight at motels and hotels on our way, and the main towns like Carnarvon and Geraldton, Port Hedland, and we had a trip to Mount Tom Price, to the mining area, and also to Broome, and some very interesting country. We saw a lot of crocodiles, and
Mayonnaise.
Gorgeous.
Ted, you've only got one hand.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
A lot of crocs. We had a couple of cruises
A lot of
down,
white
one
fellas.
down Geeky Gorge and another one down Catherine Gorge, and some beautiful gorges.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, weren't they? And we travelled, saw a lot of, didn't see many Aboriginal.
All black fellas, all black fellas. Niggas.
Typical to say that's bad. I think we'll have to cut this out.
Sick, Dad, sick.
We finally arrived in Darwin and flew back from there.
That's a good weather, Bill, isn't it?
So I'm getting the wind-up signal, so I was hoping to...
31 degrees, Bill, isn't it?
Over to Gwen.
Float it off.
Just prior to this little chat on the tape, you'll notice a segment called By the Way that Neil and Stephen, otherwise the Lost Trios, was on TV just a few weeks before they went. Actually, no, it was while Ted and Bill were away. And tonight we've had another exciting step forward with our video equipment. Bought the cord and Bruce has worked it out so that we can tape from one tape to the other, called dubbing, is that correct?
It's a technical name, mate.
Oh,
The
yeah,
techni-
legal, of
the
course.
no, it's not. The technical name is dubbing, is it, Bruce? And it means that we're going to be able to...
Editing facilities.
editing for what?
Editing facilities.
Oh, editing facilities. So you'll be able to see, we've got another few
That's a good idea.
tapes of Neil and Stephen will be able to send. And we suggest that you buy a camera at some stage, because then you'll be able to keep us up to date with your lifestyle on the island. We'd like to say thanks to Robert and Ruth McLean for doing the film for us. Hi, Bruce. We think Robert, well, I thought Robert was a very good cameraman, and it was lovely to have a look around your front garden and the, you know, the seafront, and the descriptions by Charlie was very good indeed. We enjoyed seeing Waichi arrive, only we just really couldn't hear him, which was a shame, but it was good that he was able to take part. Before Bruce has 2 words to say, just,
Bill has a plan.
just a little bit of family news. Becky's coming on Friday to stay with us this coming Friday. She'll be with us till Sunday when she leaves to go to New Zealand. It's for either 2 or 3 weeks, we're just not too sure. She's going on a conducted tour by herself. Jessie's been in St Vincent's Hospital. We went in last Saturday and Sunday to see her. It was thought she'd have to have the same operation as she'd had earlier on her throat, but is it a clot or a...
Cerebral.
clot in the head, and they're going to treat it with tablets because apparently dissolve it with tablets. They won't be able to operate there. But she looked really remarkably well, didn't you think, Ted?
That's
And she was great. She was telling us she's 78, and boy, that memory was really on the ball. Carol was there to see her because we don't see too much of Carol. Oh, Jan, just another apology for missing your birthday. It was very disgraceful, really. I'll hope I won't do that again. Haven't had a letter from Neil as yet. It's a bit too soon. It's not 2 weeks yet. But we have heard news of them via The Last Laugh that their show's going well. And they've had some very good write-ups.
Bill, sit there.
And, oh, here's Bruce coming with his painting. Good on. Now, Bill, quick, sit down and take your seat and just give the boys a rundown on the football because that's not my forte.
My team, of course, is North Melbourne, and they're on the top.
Boo, boo,
Yes, we're drawing near the finals now, aren't we?
And I expect them to come home premiers, of course. Over to you.
Yes. Who else, after North Melbourne, who comes next on the list?
Essendon.
No, I think Hawthorn's of course.
That's Fitzroy.
Hawthorn and Essendon.
Fitzroy, Hawthorn and Essendon, that's
They're all
right.
level at
And
the
then
moment.
Carlton is the team
Carlton,
that's to watch, isn't it? I think that's about all our sporting news.
Disappointing we didn't see David.
Oh, that's right, we were too. We missed David, didn't we,
missed
from that
David.
little family
Who
group.
are you?
Actually, I thought the
Who's
way
yours?
they presented their film was a little bit like seeing the royal family on film.
Yeah, it's
The way
good to
they-
see them really, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was great. You enjoyed it, Ted?
Yeah, I did too.
The only thing is that
It was
I'm
good.
crooked on Bill. They don't look as old as you and I.
Well,
They must wear makeup.
that stands to
don't
reason, doesn't it? Because they're not as old as
She's
you.
insulting you.
Well, I've never been so
Now,
excited.
quick, a few
Get out
words.
more, boom, boom.
A few words
Go on.
about our trip. I wrote in the letter and suggested that perhaps we come in February, and we eagerly await to hear what you say about that. The only reason why we thought we'd delay it till February because you'll be busy getting away on your trip, and then we thought we could have, or perhaps come at the end of January whenever you get back. But how does that suit you with your school and your busy life on Christmas Island? Bruce doesn't expect to start college till March, so we could quite easily come for the month of February. And what is the weather like then? Is it the wet season, or do we have to endure those crabs crawling through our beds?
I think it's October.
Not that I mind at all.
Not the mind. Now, quick, Bruce has something to show you and something to say.
You can show it, mate.
Oh,
So show and tell.
This is my show and tell time. Is there any tape left, Bruce? It'd be terrible.
Yes,
going
there
on.
is.
Oh, good, right. That's right. It was the Saturday that Neil went away, and Bruce said, I feel like painting. I have to paint. And he sat down, and this is the painting he did of his father in front
That's
of
the old fella.
Ted was sitting in the chair in the lounge, yes, almost asleep, I think, and Bruce did his painting. This was his first painting, and
Hold up for you.
can they see?
So-
It's only done on a little bit of Corningware microwave,
Show them the back, mate. Show them the back.
showing the back. Oh, there's the back, right, there's the back.
It's really great.
Yes, it's a very good resemblance.
Thanks, Bill.
Bruce is very busy
I had to
doing...
say something, Bruce, about that.
It's our school holidays, and Bruce is very busy doing his homework. Ted hasn't really come into
No,
the
come on,
picture
Ted.
yet, has he?
I'll
So,
hold the light.
yes, change over here.
Actually, I might get the
Hi.
camera down on the...
Hi, family. It was good to see you all on telly
I'm telling you, yes, that's right, it's telly, isn't it?
by meeting with
Video.
the
Video's the word.
film.
Oh,
It's good to see all the kids, see all the activities on the island. We're certainly looking forward to our trip there, sooner or later. Don't know when, but perhaps.
but
Sooner.
if February doesn't suit them, just let us know, just whatever.
Well, that's
you know.
right, yeah. Well, we in actually no hurry.
Neil doesn't
Because-
expect to be home till January, and so we'll be able to spend Christmas here with Bill.
Next year we'll probably have more time because I'll be retiring next year. So will Gwen.
Gwen's nearly retired now. She's tired anyway.
Bruce is being elevated to college. Bill will have more time.
Oh, that might be good for us doing that.
Well, Gwen.
Oh, well, why is it over to me? I think that's about all. That's all I've got in mind.
We've had some decent weather for the last 3 days.
Yes, it has been nice.
Real spring weather.
Excuse me, I suppose.
Tonight we expect rain coming in from the west.
We
Which
did.
will be good.
I'll tell you what we enjoyed on that film was the birds. They're very interesting,
Yes.
and to think that they're tame, not too close in, Bruce.
Especially the green pigeons.
Yes, the green pigeons and
Yes.
the trees and the flowers. And we love your mansion of a house. I don't know how ever you're going to come back and live in that little house in Canberra after that one.
That's right.
And I don't know how you're going to endure the cold winters there. Any more news?
Not
Anybody got
really,
any more
no.
news? Oh no, one thing, Betty's coming on Friday and we hope we'll be able to get Betty to say hello to you on the tape too, and then you'll be able to see. We haven't heard from anyone else in the family, have we? Except that you saw
We saw Tom and Peg in Adelaide, and they were both well.
and Colin and Sue.
Colin and Sue in Port Pirie.
Yes, it's winding time to
Yes.
wind up, is it? Well, we'll say farewell to all on Christmas Island.
Goodbye all.
Number
Goodbye
nine.
kids. Nice to see you all.
Sits over the west.
Yeah.
Oh.
Goodbye.